back to my channel. We are now in November and we are starting new videos. I don't have to do any more Halloween tutorials, so we're back on with reviews and me just kind of testing out different products, new and old. Again, my reference to my skin is dry to normal. I have Asian, medium to tan, olive skin tone. It is a little dull. I do have a little redness under my nose and all that. So in today's video, as you can see, I have a fall kind of look going on, but I did review and use one product that we are focusing on today, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Kit in the Radiant shades. And this is what it looks like. This is what we are focusing on today. I am reviewing this and it is applied all to my face. I used it on my eyes, my cheeks, my contour, all that, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it, swatch it for you, and if you're interested in that, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay guys, so we are going to go ahead and check out this Gradient Blush Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the packaging it comes in, and it opens like that, and to reveal your 4 blush shades. There are 2 different new blush kits that they came out with. One is called Radiant and one is called Gradient. And in my opinion, I just felt that I gravitated towards the Gradient kind of deeper shades just because I've never seen these kind of blushes before, and I really was curious and excited to play with them. So of course, I am going to swatch these shades for you, and we're also going to play with it on my face. I do have foundation and all of my makeup except for blush and contour and bronzer and eye makeup on, so we're going to play with this with that on my face, and we're going to talk about it. So as you can see on the Sephora website, this shade here is the Radiant, which is more peachy pinky, and then we have Gradient, which is the more deeper, darker fall, winter tones, and I am super excited about that. It retails for $30 at Sephora, and I'm sure their website as well. There is a Sephora discount right now, which is 20% off for Rogue members, which ends on the 6th, so it restarts on the 10th, I believe. And if this works out, maybe you'd want to get this, but let's talk about it. It says it is a set of 4 full pigment blushes for buildable intensity with a seamless finish. What it does, this set offers 4 blush shades in a single compact The finely milled formula offers seamless blending and features buildable full pigment coverage. Sounds like their eyeshadows to me. Each set contains 4 different blushes. One is the Radiant, which is the pinky, peachier shades in my opinion, and the one that I have, Gradient, has blushes in, let's see, they actually named these blushes. This shade here is Vegas, which is described as a matte corduroy brown. I would say it's like a rusty color. And then we have Dusk right here, which is described as a satin brown taupe, which kind of looks like an ashy olive color to me. Then we have the Blackberry here, which is a deep berry, and that does look like this definitely looks like a blackberry color. And then we have the last one, which is Chocolate, which is a satin warm copper brown. And it definitely looks like a bronzer shade, maybe even a good brown eyeshadow shade. It is formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates, which is always a plus in my book. And the beauty tip is mix shades together for a custom blush shade. So it also has a suggested usage, which is use the deepest shades to sculpt features, apply the mid-tone shades to the upper cheek planes to accentuate features, and use the lightest shades on the apples of the cheeks to brighten features. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of do that and see, let's just play with it and see what happens and swatch it and all that stuff just for you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Vegas. I feel that it is definitely not super pigmented, but it gives you enough so that it's not overwhelming. And it's true to the color. It's definitely a mid-tone copper kind of color, and I'm kind of excited to use this on my cheeks. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to our next color, Dusk. And it is definitely another kind of buildable blush shade. The formula is different. It's not like an eyeshadow. It's definitely something that you have to build, and the shade is, it turns kind of like an ashy brown, almost like a good kind of contour shade. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to Chocolate here. Again, with this formula, Chocolate has swatched, not super pigmented, but pretty good for a blush in my opinion. Again, you can build it, I'm sure, but it did swatch kind of like a muted maroon shade. Kind of has a warmth to it. So I can see why Chocolate can be kind of like a blush, especially for deep skin tones. We're gonna move on last to Blackberry, which is the purple color and shade. Let's swatch that last shade for you. A purple kind of satin. It has a little bit of sheen to it, and it kind of reminds me of the fall lip vampy colors that everyone has been rocking, even myself, and I'm pretty much in love with it, and I definitely think that I can use it as an eyeshadow. Okay, so I've swatched them all, and using a wipe, it did completely take it off, so that means that it doesn't stain easily, and that's a good thing. So that's good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and take a Dusk here and do my nose contour. We're going to use Vegas for blush, this shade here. Okay, so for finger swatches, they're not very pigmented, but picks up very well and pigmented on a brush, so be careful with that. That is gorgeous though, and I am feeling that shade. Now we're going to go ahead and bronze it up with Chocolate. Again, super pigmented, so take a light hand and lightly just okay, so now we're going to go ahead and work on my eyes with the blush kit and that shade Blackberry, but first I'm going to go ahead and do an eyeshadow base, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in shade 2.5. I'm just going to go ahead and finger this onto my eyelids and then go further. Set upper eye between the eyelid and brow bone with my MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC35. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my go-to Too Faced Milk Chocolate So Milk matte bronzer, which I've been using. And this is a travel size as my transition color for every eyeshadow look I've been doing lately. I'm going to go ahead and take chocolate and also go into that crease. I'm going to go ahead and take chocolate and go on my lower lash line. Angled brush and take Blackberry and go on my upper lash line. I'm actually enjoying this palette a lot, and I'm already thinking that it's a great deal for the 20% off or the 15% off for the Sephora Rogue Beauty Insider sale. Definitely loving my purchase. So we're going to take that Blackberry and go all over the lid.
Just